Here's a great way to use leftover risotto. Today's recipe is arancini stuffed with mushrooms and cheese. First, slice some mushrooms and saute them in extra virgin olive oil over medium-high heat. I prefer shiitake mushrooms because they're relatively inexpensive and have great flavor, but you can use any variety for this recipe. Cook your mushrooms until they've softened up a bit and catch some color. Then remove them from the heat and let your shrooms cool off. Dump the sauteed mushrooms out onto a cutting board and give them a quick chop. When you're done, none of the pieces should be larger than 1/4 inch or so. Grab a bowl large enough to hold all of your ingredients for your filling. Then place your mushrooms into said bowl. This quart-sized bowl ended up being too small, so use something a bit bigger. Take the fresh mozzarella and break it down into similar sized pieces as your sauteed mushrooms. Then add them to the bowl. You could sub out shredded mozzarella here, but I prefer the creaminess and full flavor of the fresh stuff. Next, add the Boursin cheese to the rest of your ingredients. I've decided to use the garlic and fine herb version, but feel free to use whichever flavor sounds good to you. Top everything off with some freshly grated lemon zest and finish by seasoning your ingredients with some kosher salt and freshly ground black peppercorn. Thoroughly mix all the ingredients together until you have a nice, uniform filling. Taste the filling and adjust the seasoning if necessary, but keep in mind that heat intensifies the seasoning in a dish, so do this with a very light hand. Let's form the arancini. So take a small handful of your leftover risotto and flatten it out into the palm of your hand. Grab some of the filling, place it in the center of the risotto pancake, and begin to fold the rice around it. Once the filling is enclosed, shape your arancino into perfectly round balls. The final step before deep frying is to bread our arancini. I've set up a 3-stage breading station. On my left, I have some all-purpose flour. In the center bowl is an egg wash, and on my right are panko breadcrumbs. If you're right-handed, consider setting up the station in the opposite direction. Add a rice ball to the first bowl and thinly coat it with flour. Shake off any excess flour, then add it to the egg wash. Now, using your opposite hand, roll the arancino around in the bowl so that it's covered with a thin film of egg. Next, pick up the rice ball, let any extra egg wash drip off, then add it to the last bowl filled with your breadcrumbs. Switch back to your dry hand and gently roll each arancino around in the breadcrumbs until each one is evenly coated. Now it's time to cook your arancini. Carefully place them 2 or 3 at a time in 350-degree oil and deep fry them for about 5 minutes. Just a word of caution when deep frying at home. Don't fill your pot with oil any more than halfway full. This lessens the chance of any spillover, contains most of the splatter, and makes cleanup a snap. When ready, your arancini should have a deep golden brown exterior and an internal temperature of about 150 degrees. Let your arancini cool off for just a few minutes and then place them in an appropriate sized dish. Finish them off with some grated hard cheese like Grana Padano, Parmigiano, or some type of pecorino. That finishes up this recipe. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and consider subscribing to Kitchen and Craft. Thanks so much.